Hello, Adam here again from Red Alert IT Services. Today I want to talk about hard drives. So when a machine comes in, a lot of times the first thing when someone says, hey, my computer's slow, hey, I'm having these problems, things aren't working like they need to, it seemed to be a lot faster when I bought it. When I hear stuff like that, one of the main things that I think is, well, the hard drive is probably bad. And the reason why is usually you end up having a hard drive. This is a laptop hard drive that has failed. Now, in laptops, the manufacturer will cut corners wherever they can, and they'll put in the cheapest hard drive they can. Now, this is a Western Digital Blacks. This is a more quality hard drive, just the first one I had on my shelf when I grabbed it. So this one's probably a bad example to show you what hard drive is good versus not, but the analogy is the same. This is a spinning platter disk. You can tell they're a little bit thicker. They have the standard SATA interface. A spinning platter disk is susceptible to shock damage. And in a laptop, we're moving it around quite a bit. What can happen is the little read head that's inside of this guy that's reading data off the spinning platter begins to crash into the disk, cause issues. These guys, they last about 3 to 4 years before they start having problems. You really start to see slowdowns, really start to see problems. If you have a Windows 7 machine or a Windows 8 machine that you've upgraded to 10, and you have a spinning platter disk in your computer, you will notice that it is slow. Windows 10 is really designed around your computer having a solid-state drive, which is the next thing I'm going to talk about. So this is a solid-state drive. This is a 480 gig. This guy, in the form of a terabyte, is $55, $56 off Amazon. This guy is also $55, $56 off Amazon. The difference is this guy is a terabyte, 1,000 gigs, and this one's 480 gigs, so you get about half the space. But with a solid-state drive, there is no moving parts, and because there's no moving parts, the access time and the speed time is way faster. We're talking night and day difference. If you have a laptop that is starting to slow down, I'd recommend you bring it in for a free diagnostics, as always, so you can really see where your slowdown is coming from. But 9 times out of 10, like I said before, it's because the spinning platter disk drive is starting to fail and starting to go south. So we now have solid-state drives, and these have come way down in price. These guys are so much cheaper. They're so much better, way more reliable, no moving parts, no shock damage, none of the normal problems you would normally see with a mechanical physical drive where the failure comes from. So with your solid-state drive, it's a drop-in replacement. They're exactly the same size. We'll need to reinstall Windows, move your data, do that, make sure you want to keep your data, right? We got to do all of that, but this guy is much worth the upgrade. Now, when it comes to your gaming machines out there and your laptops and that type of stuff that are more in the high performance end of things, you might be interested in getting even more speed out of your drive. Yes, they make drives that are faster than a solid state, and that is what we have an M.2 drive. Now, M.2 drives are a little they look like RAM sticks, like they're itty bitty teeny tiny things. They're a little confusing to get into because when you go out and you want to buy an M.2 drive, it really depends what your motherboard supports. This is more of the tech portion of the video. So if you go ahead and tune out here, and if you're not really into that, but I digress. The M.2 is just a form factor. Most people don't know this. The M.2 actually has 2 different communication protocols for your computer to talk to this new type of solid-state drive, which is way faster than your standard SATA solid-state. This guy here is a PCIe NVMe drive, which is one of the fastest ones in the market and communicates over that protocol. Now, some laptops and some desktops of the gaming variety only support SATA operations. So this guy is one of 2, and you need to be aware of what your motherboard supports when you're buying or doing upgrades. Obviously, you can always swing by Red Alert IT Services. We do free diagnostics, and we're going to be able to help guide you in the right direction. So in summation, if you have a mechanical drive your computer's starting to feel slow or sluggish, this is the problem. If you have a laptop, you paid less than $1,200 for it, chances are you have a mechanical drive, and chances are it is not doing well, and that's why you're seeing some of that slowdown and delay. Again, this is Adam from Red Alert IT Services signing off, and have a good day.